Hi, parents. Today I want to tell you about a new product that we have called Biblionasium. Biblionasium is a free, protected social network for children ages 6 to 13, and it is designed to engage and encourage and excite children about reading. Kids read better when they do it consistently and as part of a peer community. The engaging and challenging environment of Biblionasium provides the tools and support to make a real difference in building interest in reading for pleasure and a lifelong love of books. Unlike any other child's online reading community, Biblionasium links parents, educators, and young readers through a unique collection of tools, games, and community building experiences. And it's all safe. Your child has login information because it is linked directly to our school and only to our school. So they won't be um, socializing or making friends with anybody that's not in our school system here at Northside. So, how can Biblionasium help build strong readers? One thing it can do, if you're looking at our home screen, you can build bookshelves. So, this is an example of a student's page. So, we'll click on My Books, and you can see that there are just some books that are up here. Um, you go to Favorite Books. And so this student named John, this is one of his favorite books called Fuzzy Mud. If you notice here, there is a sign that says out. Like I said earlier, it is linked to our library system. So that means out means that book is checked out. You can click on finished books. So John has finished one book called Mr. Limoncello's Library. And if you look up here at these tabs, a child can review books. So John reviewed the book Fuzzy Mud, um, and it's quite easy to do. If you want to review a book, you'll just click on review, and you'll just fill in this information. You can also recommend books. John has not recommended any books yet to a student, but all he has to do is when he clicks on the book is just recommend it to another student. You can make connections here. You can see that John is part of a group, and there's John's friends. So these are other kids in his group and classmates. And like I said, they're only here at Northside. Let's look at reading logs. If your child's teacher requires a reading log, you could do it virtually, just online. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with that piece of paper, but here you can record the number of minutes you've read. And what this tells you too, once the kid puts in the book, it gives you a Lexile range, and that's kind of a guesstimate about what level the book is at. And I can fill you more in on more of those details a little bit later. A teacher may create challenges. So a child can, or you can challenge themselves, or you can challenge your child to a challenge to read a certain kind of book. Say you want to create a challenge, you give it a fun name. You can maybe based on a genre of books, and maybe the genre is mysteries. So you would click on that, and you would say how many books you need to read in that genre. Or you could create a challenge based on your choice of books. Maybe you want to add a book to your child's shelf and say, hey, you really need to read this book. I think it's really good. Or you could create a challenge based on number of minutes. The teacher has the same uh, uh, ability to make challenges, and she can send those out to your children too. So you can kind of keep in touch with what the teacher is requiring or recommending your child to read. A fun thing along the way, you get awards for doing things like, logging in or a review, that kind of thing. Here's a fun suggested reading. These are just books that are, you can see, back to school, popular series, book prize winners, fun books. And again, a lot of these are connected to our library, so they can see if the books are checked in or checked out, um, and if they're available or not. When they click on a book, They can add it to their shelf. I am reading it. I want to read it. I have read it. We own this book. So let's say you read the summary. Lucky age 10, can't wait another day. The meanest gland in her heart and the crevices full of questions in her brain make running away from Hardpan, California, population 43, the rock bottom only choice she has. It's all Bridget's fault for wanting to go back to France. Guardians are supposed to be stay put and look after girls in their care. Instead, Lucky is sure that she'll be, and then of course you can show more abandoning and continue to read this book. So you can add it to your shelf. You can ask your classmate and friends to write a review for this book. Maybe somebody in their class has read the book and they'll write a review for it. So here you can see you can review it, you can recommend it, you can log it, and you can edit which shelf you want to put it on or not. You could add it to a wish list. Maybe the book is not in the library, so the kid puts it on the wish list, and you have something that you know that you can get your child for birthday or Christmas. And then, of course, you have the option to remove it. So let's go back to the home page. If you scroll down, there's information here. They give little recommendations on the home page. Other things you can save this little news feed, or you can delete it. Here's one. I added a review to a book, and it shows up here on your home and your news section. So the kids can always be in touch with the book. What do I read next? That's always the big question. And this is one thing that will help. So like I said, you can connect with your child's teacher so that you can develop a great and motivated reader. You can have online access to the recommended, required, and favorite book list. So if you have any questions or you need any other help with Biblionasium, certainly give me a call. This is something that your child can log on to at home or at school, and it's always available. Thank you.